You ever notice that people who are wanting to be successful, they set goals. And those goals typically have to do with the body, fitness, money, the status, objects that really don't mean much. But this is what happens when they get those things, when they get that body, when they get those cars, clothes, the girls, a lot of times they end up feeling empty. A lot of times they get to that goal and they're like, man, what else is there? So what I want to help you today is to figure out not just the goal, but actually having a vision, something that produces a fullness within you. And not just when you get that item, it's emptiness. So if that's you and you want to learn more about that, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe, and stay into the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how you can be full on your potential and your overall outcome. Now, here's the thing. I'm a mindset coach, and I also want to offer you an opportunity at the end that's really going to help you to pursue your overall passion. And again, not just to feel fulfilled, but also be with other people who want to be able to take it to the moon and back. So if that's interesting to you, I want you to stick around. Now, before I get into the juice, the bones, the meat and potatoes about what I'm talking about, let me tell you a little story. So when I got out of the military about 4 or 5 years ago, I set a goal to have a certain salary amount. What was that? Over 100,000, right? It was actually 125,000. And I was just applying to multiple jobs, applying to multiple different things. And I was really set on hitting that overall barrier. And if you know anything about me, I'm gonna always get there. I'm gonna get to that mark. Yes, it took about 2 or 3 years after I got there. But when I got there, I felt unfulfilled. I'm like, man, I got here, I looked up and I was talking with one of my homies like, damn, I did it. But everything else around me was crumbling. I wasn't really always, I've always been a great father. I've always been a good friend, but I was so attracted to getting to that overall goal. It really depleted my family. Me and my wife were having issues. I wasn't really talking to a lot of my friends. I'm not gonna lie, I really lost the overall body that I wanted to get, so my fitness declined. And this is the thing, that we put so much into an object, a goal, a money, a figure, that we lose sight of ourselves. We lose sight of the things that are around us. So what I want you to really focus on is not just hitting the opportunity to get that job, the opportunity to get that car. I want you to set an overall vision for yourself that encompasses that goal, but everything else around it. So you might be thinking, like, how do I do that? Well, the goal is to really clarify the concept of what you want. Now, this is the thing. Most people talk about goals, but they talk about goals in short-term targets. They talk about what they want. They have a checklist mentally, and then also they focus on the results. But this is what I want you to do when it comes to a vision of everything around you. I want you to have a long-term decision, something that is not that you're able to get to, but something that actually takes a while to build. Like a home, you have to start with the base, you have to start with the walls, then you have to come in and add the piping, then you have to come in and add the wiring, then you have to come in and do all these other things. But why does it really matter to start from the ground up and build those different things? Because the process is what's most important. Going through the journey is what's most important, because that's how you build the vision. That's how you build the sensation of being fulfilled. Not only that, is that it helps you to identify with who you are, and it helps you to identify other objects that may also be in the way of getting to that overall goal. But it helps you to focus on becoming that man that you want to be, becoming that person who has those items, becoming the person that it really works, that really matters, and the person that could be a husband, a father, a friend, and all those other things around you. But this is what I want you to do when it comes to really finding your overall understanding, is that I want you to find your why. Why do you want that item? Why do you want that goal? Why are you pushing everyone else out the way to get to your ultimate goal? So Step one is that I want you to focus and reflect on the pain. So what have you been through in order to get to that overall goal? What have you been through that is really making you to have this experience? So when you focus on your why, it's helping you to really focus on the pain. Man, I wanted the salary of $125,000 because one, nobody in my family made that. Two, I know it will put me in a new financial bracket to really take me to be able to get the things that I want financially, home, cars, all these different things, right? But not only that, I wanted to get out of being a person that relied on a paycheck week to week. So helping me to get to that salary, I knew that I would have additional funds to be able to invest and to do certain things that I wanted to do. The next thing is I want you to identify who you want to be in this process. So yes, I knew that I wanted to be financially stable. I knew that having those additional funds would help me to become the person that can really help take care of my family. I wanted to define who I wanted to be because me having that certain salary or me having those certain funds will help me to be a more supportive husband, to be able to let my wife do certain things that she wanted. Help me to be a father, to be able to put my kids in certain programs that I knew could help benefit them in the long run. So I need you to identify the other items around you to be able to go to the next step. Not only, the things about helping my wife, helping my kids, but I knew that it could ultimately help me to be able to pursue other things and other hobbies. These are the things that I actually neglected while pursuing that. So that's what I'm telling you now. These are the things you want to start focusing on. That goal is good, but what are the other things that it could help you achieve? How can it help you to identify who you are? And now, the last thing that I would say as far as identifying your why in this overall purpose is that I want you to write your vision statement. So for me, my vision statement was, my vision is to build a certain salary in order to be able to be sustainable financially, right? So something similar, something that's equally abundant around those overall topics. Again, I don't know you. Some of you I do know. Hopefully I can get to know you. But what do you want to be able to achieve? I need you to write it in a one sentence matter, and this is going to help you to really move yourself forward. Now, I want to help you to really ignite your overall emotion and your conviction within you. I want to help you to understand that your why and your purpose is not just based on a goal, but it's based on your overall vision. The vision of having those things that you want, the vision of becoming that person that you want to be. So if you are really tired of setting goals and you never finish them, right? I used to be a person that would set goals to read a book and only read half of it because I would get uninterested in, or I'll see a new shiny new object that just took my overall ideas, or it just took my overall attention away. And then I would focus on something else and I would never get back to that. But this is the thing that I've learned, is that you have to have a vision for who you want to be that's going to give you a measure of pain. You as a man, you as a woman, you as a human on this earth, you have to go through pain because pain is what's going to push you to keep going forward towards that overall goal. But I want you to have also a vision that turns your hard work into purpose. Your hard work has to come from a purpose standard. You can't just have, an overall goal that's not going to move you. Why? Because it's not going to move you. You're going to be comfortable. So you have to go through the pain, but you also have to have a vision that's going to turn that hard work into that purpose. Also, your vision has to make you unstoppable. Your vision has to make it to where you are unrelenting. You are relentless towards the purpose of getting this. And nobody, ain't nothing on this earth except God himself can stop you from that overall vision. And once you no longer have a belief that you can be stopped, you're going to go get the thing that you want. But you have to get out of your own way. So this right now I hope this is helping you to see that you have to have a vision that is just bigger than yourself, bigger than that item, bigger than that car, bigger than that house, bigger than everything. It has to have a vision of, this is what your vision should have to be. It should be able to be affected by 10 other people that's closer to you. Your vision and your goals should be so big that it's affecting 10 other people that's close to you, okay? It has to be so huge that it's scary. It has to be so big that it's scary, and it keeps you up at night. I'm gonna be honest with you. My goal right now keeps me up at night. The things that I wanna do, the places I wanna go, the things that I wanna do for my wife and kids, it keeps me up. And then occasionally I go right back to sleep after I pray about it. But it wakes me up in the morning when I'm the first one up. And it keeps me going throughout the day. But if you want help, you want to find clarity on really getting to your overall vision and really turning it into actionable steps and not just something that you're just, okay, I had this vision, but I don't know what to do. I want to give you an opportunity right now to, one, click the links down below and see what I have to offer for you. All of it's free, not charging you for anything. I want you to see if you want to create a personalized coaching plan. You can sign up down below. I got the links there. But if you also want to join an online platform community where other people are just like you and they want to grow, I want you to enter the growth room. Here, there's more free information, of course, that I'm actually building. It's called the Action Taker course, where I'm going to give you the step-by-step plans to really focus on what you need. But some of us, we can focus on the general course, but what about a personalized step that I need to take in and day out? I can help you with that as well. So I want you to click the links down below and really figure out and see what I have to offer you. But I'm going to just be real with you. Don't just chase your overall goals. I want you to create a plan that moves you forward. I want you to create something that is so big that it impacts 10 people that are around you, that your energy and your vision and your money and your growth and your personality affects the 10 people that's closest to you. I've done that. I've been able to affect my family. I've been able to affect my friends, and they all see the growth and they all see the opportunity. So if this is something that you want to continue to do and build and grow, these are the things that you have to do. I want you to click the link down below, especially because you've gotten to this end of the video and you're someone who wants to grow. You're someone who wants to be better. And if that's you, click the links down below. Let's get it started. So I love y'all. I appreciate it. Again, this is Terrence Feagin. Like I say in almost all of my videos, is that goals give you direction, but your vision, it gives you purpose. So how big is your vision? Let's see. I'll see y'all later. Take care.